Well, I'm back at it again. I just used my high pressure sprayer on the bottom half of my driveway. Looking a lot better. And then I'm finishing up the last patch of these things, laying these things down. So once I have this done, I've got a little patch over there. I might get rid of the old stuff and put in the new stuff. The old stuff is still pretty good there, but anyway. Just working away. Get the dirt out of here. And then I don't have any sand. I used up the last of it the other day. But next door neighbor, they got a kid who's in the VR. And like most kids in the VR, they don't spend a lot of time outside. So it's rare that I actually get to see them. Anyway, everybody pretty much keeps to themselves here. Neighbors across the street in their 90s. I haven't seen these guys in about 3 weeks. I saw the mister a few days ago. I don't know what's going on there. Craig finally got rid of his camper that's been there since the mid-2000s. I had a camper, it'll pop up for a while. Biggest waste of money. I've seen it sit over there for years without being used. Then when I sold mine, the missus stops me, and I'm underneath working on the takedown. I'm taking the supports out of my pop-up camper, and she's interrupting me, and I'm like listening. Who's that? I look out, it's her in her car as she's getting ready to go, and she's like, something snide remark, she's not I wouldn't call her a very pleasant person. Back when Kelly was alive, they had a little feud going on because the girlfriend's boyfriend was a drug user and dealer, and they finally told him he can't deal out in front here, and he had to go down to the end of the street or down by the bus stop to deal. So that was a phase we all went through here. There was actually a situation where something was going on. They pissed somebody off. I don't know who it was, but he was putting nails underneath their tires so their tires would pop. And they didn't leave the house for the longest time until I was working at the end of my driveway over at that landscaping by the fire hydrant, and then what was it? Oh, she's using a walker. Something wrong with her. I don't know. She's fine now, but she was using a walker for a while. She comes, Alan, come over here. Hey, do you have? I used to have security cameras out here. Those security cameras, do they catch anything around out in front? And I says, well, it's just for my driveway and my property is all. Can you point him out to the road? Because what was happening, there was a guy just sitting over there apparently, and he would sit there for hours on end. And I never got a clear idea. They just wanted some video evidence. So I looked through my video and I never saw anything. So that was the strangest thing. All right, I think I got it. Anyway, I've got more of this stuff here. This is ground cover, mulch. I'll lay that out here once I get these bricks laid. Other than that, it's pretty quiet. Nice neighborhood. So, not as friendly as it once was when I lived here. Everybody sticks to themselves. There's a old lady over there. I don't even remember her name right now. But we used to be friendly before 2020. And then after 2020, she didn't want to have much to do with anybody except her kin. I went over there. It is what it is, I guess. Anyway, and then there's the Munsters over there. They flat out told Suzanne when she was alive to, they don't neighbor, apparently. The only time I got to really meet them was during the earthquake. I was checking on everybody in the neighborhood. And, they were nice people. They just don't want to be around neighbors. So I'd say Craig and the Guns are the nicest people, and Stacy's been really nice to me. So I don't have any issues there. No issues. Carolyn, that's her name, Carolyn. I don't have any issue with Carolyn, but if she just wave, I think I might stop by. And who was the guy on the corner that died? Boy, there was Ramona across the street was the first lady that died. Then it was Ruth. Then it was Raoul's wife. Then Raoul. Then the old couple on the corner. It rhymed with gun, but it wasn't gun. It was Dunn. Mr. and Mrs. Dunn. She was really nice. Went on walks all the time. He wasn't apparently very nice to Suzanne. They had a feud going years back, and then there was Suzanne and Jerry, and Jerry died in 2012 of cancer. Suzanne died a few years ago, 3 years ago. And then, let's see, I think the general's dead. He was in, they had a, what do you call it, an ambulance bring him back, and he was in a hospital bed, and they were rolling him into his house. So I never knew. I never really talked to them much. Back when Brody lived where Stacy is now, we had neighborhood parties at his place, and the general there we're just sitting there talking. He leans over, lets out this big ass fart, and I just kind of froze. And I'm like, I mean, it's not like he's at the other end of the yard. He was like, we were in a circle, and I don't know, really weird. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, I think he's probably dead. I didn't go over and ask. There's a couple women that live there. He might be alive, that son of a gun. He's a tough son of a bitch. Back surgery went bad. That's what really took him down. But on the other corner over here, well, the corner where the Dunns live, there was a old guy that lived there for a long time. I can't remember his name. Him and Suzanne were friendly. He was a friendly guy. He built bridges. But had a nickname. Apparently he got scammed. Somebody stole his entire retirement. Just blows me away. All I can think of is Brody for whatever reason. I can't remember his name. Now the realtor lady, his daughter lives there with her boyfriend. They let the yard die and the trees die and whatever. Strange thing for a realtor, for sure. But anyway, that's the neighborhood. I'm just gonna finish this up and spread more mulch, and I think I'm gonna call that a day. That's all. That's all I got for you. Talk to you later.